show in Switzerland, and it's really great you're here in Lucerne because it's the most beautiful city in Switzerland.
Yeah, I had a friend visit today, Beatrix, and he took us out for a walk. He'd had a planned walk across the two bridges, back into town, up along the battlements, by the towers, and back round the lake. So it was good, enjoyed that.
Yeah. Do you tasted Swiss chocolate?
Yep, loads of it. I'm actually sick of it now. I've eaten so much today.
No. Okay. It's your only show, so tonight will come many fans, I guess, from Switzerland.
Well, I hope so. I know that there's 3 other shows on this evening in Geneva and Pratien and somewhere else. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know.
I guess there will be coming many fans because you will play your new album.
Yeah.
The Hammer of the Witches. It sounds a little bit like Revenge of the Witches.
Well, the original book that it was based on, which is the Inquisitor's Handbook, the Malleus Maleficarum, the subtitle really was, it was like the judge's gavel. Mm-hmm. It was the empowerment of civil law. And this, I suppose, is the law of nature, the law of retribution and revolution. It can be redefined as quite a few different, but it's about revenge. It's about putting the power back into those who are persecuted's hands. Mm-hmm.
So you're really into that. You're really interested.
Well, I after reading the horror stories, I've got quite an extensive library of books on the subject. You just think that at some point in history there should be some sort of justice for it. So it just would make a good album, a good movie. Mm-hmm.
Do you look shows with witches? Maybe do you know Salem?
Yeah, well, I live in a part of England that's quite rife with witchcraft. A house that my wife and I used to live in was often frequented back in the day by the Witchfinder General, Matthew Hopkins. We had Lavenham up the road, which was also the scene for Witchfinder General's the movie with Vincent Price, and they shot some of the witch burning scenes actually in the town square. Borley Rectory was close. So you always had an affiliation with this kind of thing historically. Mm-hmm. And the county in which I live is known as a witch county as well. Okay.
So you're living in an old house too, right?
Well, we moved from that house.
Oh, really?
It's old enough.
So you move in a newer house.
Yeah.
So, and what can we expect from tonight's show?
Well, we're slowly and steadily moving across the face of Europe, and we're getting better with every day. We just finished a run of 6 dates, which was quite exhausting, because for reasons only known to us, we decided to put in some extra tracks. So we were playing like an hour 50, almost 2 hours some nights, and 6 nights in a row, and it was getting to the point where it was just wanted to fall over. Mm-hmm. But this is a run of 3. We have Treviso in Italy tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Day off in Rome. We're going to go out exploring, make the most of the day. Whereas a couple of days ago was Halloween. I can't remember going to bed before sunrise. Everybody was just having a bit of a street party.
Yeah.
So.
And I've seen on your Facebook page that you will be on tour in North America too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the dates were announced yesterday, but a little prematurely, as it only seemed that Ticketmaster had about 20 shows, and there was a couple in 3 or 4 I think in Canada that haven't been actually they haven't actually found the right venue for them yet, so it all seemed a little bit disorganised. But yeah, they're out there. I think there's another 4 shows to be announced.
Yeah. And is there any difference between Europe fans and American fans?
Well, I think Europe's a little bit more of a well-trodden path because it's smaller, and the distances between shows are smaller. So I wouldn't say it's any more special for the band, but I think for the fans, and in fact, especially on this tour, seeing as we had some issues with our visas last time, so we haven't been back to America for about 5 years, and we used to tour them literally twice an album. So yeah, I think it's going to be something that people can really look forward to, a bit more of an event.
Mm-hmm.
I think people in America are a little bit more appreciative of diversity as well, whereas in Europe, a lot of the bands are very similar that tour together.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Butcher Babies, and again, the support act for this evening, Neo Blevaskara, is supporting us. And obviously the Butcher Babies is quite a different kind of contemporary act. But we've also toured America with Typo and Guar and CKY and 69i supporting us. So I think, yeah, they're a little bit more liberal in that respect, and maybe that's because gigs sometimes are few and far between.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I've seen a Swiss band will support you this evening.
That's right, yeah.
And you have searched after, I guess, in the Metal Hammer. Was it that you looking after support acts? Was that your idea?
Yeah, actually, not personally mine, but there was the band's idea. And we ran it in each country. So we've had Darkest Horizon in Germany thus far, She Must Burn in England, Benighted Soul in France, Sile in Belgium. Yeah, Belgium. And obviously I can't remember the band's name tonight. Ectomorph or something.
Yes.
Urkonauts. The Urkonauts.
The Urkonauts. Okay.
But yeah, that's what we did. We thought it was quite fun actually, but we're actually assailed by about 500 entrants, so we had to go for all of them. Mm-hmm. And which was a bit laborious, but quite fun.
Yeah, and I guess a hard decision at the end.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it was. But a lot of the stuff that was sent through was really cool.
Mm-hmm. And what are you listening to? Do you have a favorite album right now or a favorite band?
Well, I listen to a lot of soundtracks just because I like writing a lot, and I just don't want to hear other people's voices. Mm-hmm. And I just like soundtracks anyway. If you have a soundtrack on, it's like you're always in a movie. Mm-hmm. It just makes the day that much a little bit more grandiose. But other than that, quite a few things. New Ghost album's really good. New Amorphous album.
Oh yes.
There's a pattern here. There's a lot of stuff I get free from you. But because we were on tour and everybody takes a turn in, I'm going to put my laptop and my CD collection on today. We've been listening to everything from Earth, Wind and Fire through to Nile and everything basically.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. And from your new album, which song can we expect for the next video?
The next video is for Blackest Magic in Practice, and we actually had an updated version of the video because we shot it literally the day before we started out on this tour, because the band are spread across the known galaxy, and so we were all in one place at one time. And we filmed it at our production company. We just cleared a room out, and the director Sam Scott Hunter's filmed a lot of still life and some narrative pieces elsewhere, but it's all coming together really nicely. It looks great actually, to be fair. I think we tackled it earlier enough that we've been able to expand on ideas as they've come along. Go, well, that's a great idea, and it sort of morphed from being something good to something, better, hopefully.
That's great. Thank you so much for
My pleasure.
the interview.
Great.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.